So I just finished watching Lethal Weapon and here are my thoughts. Lethal Weapon is a classic action movie that follows the story of two LAPD detectives, Martin Riggs, played by Mel Gibson, and Roger Murtaugh, played by Danny Glover, who are partnered up to solve a string of violent crimes. As the movie progresses, they discover a drug trafficking ring that is responsible for the murders they are investigating, leading to a final showdown with the bad guys. Overall, I would rate Lethal Weapon a 6 out of 10. While the movie has some entertaining action scenes and a few moments of humor, it ultimately falls short in terms of its plot and character development. One of the biggest issues with the movie is its predictability. From the beginning, it's clear that Riggs and Murtaugh will eventually team up to take down the bad guys, and there aren't any major surprises or twists along the way. Additionally, the villains themselves are fairly one-dimensional, with no real motivation or backstory to make them interesting. The performances by Gibson and Glover are decent, but they aren't given a lot to work with in terms of character development. Riggs is portrayed as a suicidal and unstable cop, but this aspect of his character is never fully explored or resolved. Murtaugh, on the other hand, is more of a straight-laced family man who is reluctant to take risks, but his character arc is also fairly predictable. One of the highlights of the movie, however, is the chemistry between Gibson and Glover. They play off each other well, and their banter and interactions are often amusing. Additionally, the action scenes are well choreographed and provide some excitement, although they can be a bit over the top at times. In terms of spoilers, there aren't any major twists or revelations in the movie. The bad guys are eventually caught and brought to justice, and Riggs and Murtaugh emerge victorious. There is a moment towards the end where Riggs appears to be killed, but it's quickly revealed to be a ruse, and he shows up in the final scene unscathed. Overall, while Lethal Weapon has its moments of entertainment, it falls short in terms of its plot and character development. It's worth a watch if you're a fan of 80s action movies or want to see Gibson and Glover in their prime, but it's not a must-see by any means.